The Narendra Modi government wants to challenge the Google Play Store and provide an alternative. The idea being to make the Indian startup ecosystem, the Indian app ecosystem, truly Atmanirbhar. This is what we are understanding from our sources in the government. We've been told, for example, that CDAC has been asked to develop the Atmanirbhar App Store. We don't know if that's going to be the name finally, but CDAC has been asked to do so. What we are also being told by our sources is that you could see an existing government app store by the name of Mobile Seva being ramped up for this very purpose. Why is the government doing this? In the recent past, you've seen a lot of furor, and the Indian startups asked the government for its help. What has happened the last few days is, first up, you had India's most valuable startup, Paytm, being taken down from the Google Play Store for allegedly violating its anti-gambling policy. Soon thereafter, you saw Google updating its Play Store policy, which will come into effect for all apps from September of next year. With this, Google has mandated that all apps for which there is any kind of transaction activity carried out on the Play Store, including downloads, buying maybe extra playtime, additional playtime for an app, or even if you're subscribing to music, fitness, education, all of that would be covered. So it added many more catalogs. The startups are upset because this would mean they would have to share a 30% fee with Google. But it doesn't just end there. With Google being responsible for all the transactions that are taking place, it also means the platforms are decided by Google. And what we have seen right now is that you have UPI, you have cards, you have the Google codes that can be redeemed, but the e-wallets, the Indian e-wallets, third-party e-wallets are not on the Google Play Store. We're talking about the likes of Paytm as well as PhonePe. So seeing all of this, the Narendra Modi government thinks it's time it intervenes, has skin in the game. As a senior government official told me, Android devices have a 97% market share. So we think it's time for the government to intervene. Now, we're also being told the government is considering the policy, the notion of instructing Android to make sure this new app store that is in the works by the government comes pre-installed in India.